Hello everybody, and today we're gonna get an interview from the teacher of the Wise Advice Education Center. It is the Mr. Zakir. Hi Mr. Zakir, how are you today?
Fine.
Are you ready for the interview?
Yeah, thank
A
you.
little bit podcast. First, let's start with just introducing yourself for us.
Thank you. So my name is Zoker. I work in a Wise Advice for just as an English teacher and also general English teachers. And before I studied at UZB World Language University, this is why my specialty is my major is English language.
So how many years you are teaching the people?
Yes, I can say I have been teaching for students just for 4 years. It's very a long period, I know, because this is time I spent all my time to work on myself.
4 years sounds like a good experience, but what about the change during this time? Maybe it changes in your thinking, in your way of doing your job.
Thank you. Yeah, great. Just years force you just to improve your knowledge and also change your character and personality. With the help of this situation, I learned it and I got so many information about education and also and life because through our teaching you can face different kind of situation and face difficulties because some students, some people cannot understand you and also they don't want to learn English language, but their father and mother forces them. This is why I prefer to solve this problem, and I always just choose just the right way to make them interested and also learn again English language.
Well, thanks. Who has inspired you to the teaching career?
My father encouraged me to be a teacher before, but when I was a child, I preferred to be a doctor. This is why I had to choose to be a teacher, but I can proud of myself. Nowadays, I'm a good teacher, and also I am just in a good level in my life. With the help of my father's advice, I'm here, and also I teach so many students nowadays.
Okay, let's imagine that you get back 15 years, and what would you change in your life? What would you say to you in the childhood?
Yes, 15 years ago, I was just a teenager at school, and at the time I was learning English language because at school I just couldn't learn English language because my second language at school, French language. This is why I faced different kind of problems. I couldn't adapt just English language, and because the English language and French language are very different pronunciation and also just reading like that. But after 1 year, I adapted and I spoke in English language during my school time.
That sounds really great that you started with one language and ended up with another language.
Yes.
However, can you remind some words from the French or maybe even phrases, or even you can speak on this language right now?
Yeah, why not? I learned French and also English language with passion. For example, I can say in the French language, bonjour, it means hello. And je m'appelle Zoker, it means I'm Zoker, it means okay. It's very just the same, but pronunciation is very different because you should speak loudly in French language rather than English language.
Yeah, I know how many people hate this language because of all the pronunciation.
Right?
Well, you said that your father is your encourager.
Yes.
And can you say that it is the only person that helped you, that encouraged you in your life? Maybe there was other people.
Yes, why not? My English teacher and my uncle are just always advisor for me. When I face any kind of difficulties, I prefer to ask them to solve the situation because they have good knowledge and experience about life and also teaching, because my uncle is a teacher at school and he has good knowledge, and my teacher nowadays he is studying just TESOL. Always I find some problem, I prefer to just face them.
Well, before we go to our main theme, let's just briefly talk about your salary, or maybe if you want to hide it, just say the gap or a little bit, just closer to the amount if you want to hide it.
Yes, nowadays, teaching is popular in our world because the salary of teaching is higher than others. Just affordable for people. With the help of teaching, they can subsidize their family, and also they can achieve their goal which they want. For example, nowadays in Uzbekistan, teachers can find just $500, from $500 to till $1,000 nowadays, because it's just popular and also just very good job for people.
Yeah, that sounds really good, but I think the teachers deserve much more.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead to our main theme about IELTS. Let's start with your own IELTS. Which score you get?
Yes, my own IELTS, the last time I got 7.5.
Great.
It was normal for me because it's the third time. I entered IELTS exam the last time. I just was shocked, and after the results hearing, I couldn't just expect the situation from my, for example, knowledge. I got it and I reached my results.
I think everybody will get impressed by the knowing that somebody gets top 5.
Yes,
it's
why
really
not?
Great score.
It was good for me, because in Uzbekistan you can find some people who can get 7.58 because learning language is not easy for students and also people.
Yeah, sure. Rarely situations when you see somebody like that.
Yes.
Well, what about your first and second time of getting IELTS?
The first time I got 6, and the next time 6.5.
So from the second one, you made really big progress.
Yes. Why not?
Yeah. Was it hard for you to the first time?
Yes.
The first time it was hard.
I was shocked, and I couldn't control myself because I was excited the first time, and teaching in English language were not for me after the exam, because I got just 7 or 6.5. Unfortunately, I got 6, and it was not good, I know, but I checked my knowledge. It's the first time.
Well, let's continue our conversation. And
Great.
Next question is, what was the main benefits of the IELTS when it was first time for you?
There are so many benefits for students, also me. For example, when I got a certificate, I had just opportunity to work in an education center, because nowadays, if you work somewhere, for example, education center, you should have a certificate. It doesn't matter, or 6.5 or 5, like say 5.5, because with the help of this situation, they can teach, and also they can check their knowledge.
Well said. And can you give some advice to the ones that are right now trying to get the IELTS? A little bit advice.
Yeah, for example, if people get a normal score or just lower than they want, they should be patient. Also, they should try so hard to reach their goal, and they should learn, and they focus on only IELTS, not other things. If they just confuse, they can lose their concentration while just studying English language.
Can you also advise us on the last grade of the school education? I mean, they don't have so much time to spend only one subject. They should refocus they should distract from the other things to the education, and they mainly they try to do two things in the one time. For example, for me it was the English language and also math. Can you advise for people like that to focus only for the one subject?
Yeah, they should start their day with plan. If they have yet a good plan about their day, they cannot confuse. For example, some people spend their time for English 6 months or just 6 months to get out certificate. At the time, they should work on themselves at least, for example, 6 hours a day, and also other 6 hours for your math, for example. Yes, why not? This is why you should study just in a day, just 12 hours, and it will be possible for you if you try, and also if you want. Everything is belonging to your wish and also your desire. That's why if you try, and also you can get, and also you can do two things in simultaneously if they want.
Well, if you get to the study, what do you think about school? Is it useful now, or maybe we need some changes, or we may maybe even delete the government schools and create more private schools?
I think nowadays our society is divided into two types. For example, the poor and also the rich. This is why we cannot control the situation, but I can say we should increase the number of private schools, because there are so many well-educated teachers and also a good atmosphere for people to learn the subjects which they want. This is why I agree with the situation. If they spend their money and they think, oh, I'm just spending money, this is why I should work on myself, also I should learn one subject or others very well because of money. This is why I I can advise we should build and also invest for just private car. Private schools.
Okay, well, happens. Also about it's true that we have a lot of countries, and each country they have their own education system. Yes. Can you make some comparisons with other countries' system, and can you call the best one for you?
Yes, I checked so many countries' education system because I'm just teacher. This is why I'm interested in this field. When I searched information about American, Britain, and other Asian countries, I faced only one country which is very famous and also which is pocketable for students. It is Korea. South Korea, because in Korea there are so many opportunities for students to get scholarship and also to get to win grant like that. If they apply this kind of university in Korea, they can get good knowledge, and also they can learn more things which they want, because the Korea is the next stage after Britain and also America. But just studying in America and Britain is very high, just you need so much money to apply for these universities. But Korea is pocketable and also very cheap than others. This is why I can say just Korean education system is good. And if you study in Korean university, you can go to library just for 24 hours, not 24 hours. Yes. Yeah. And also there is one opportunity, and if you don't want to go back your home, you may stay here just with your blankets. It doesn't matter. Well, thanks.
Well, talking about the Ielts, we can notice that nowadays in Uzbekistan there's so many so many students that won't get the Ielts score. What do you think about this? Is it reasonable?
There are so many reasons why Ielts is very popular in Uzbekistan. For example, most universities just asks for students to enter these kind of universities a minimum just 5.5. This is why they are popular. The next one is our students just decide to study abroad. It's just a way to popularize this situation. And if they have Ielts certificate, they don't have any kind of problems to apply for a university, and also Uzbek university. With this situation, they don't have to enter the test. I mean, main test.
Yeah.
And they get a scholarship and also a good grade from this subject. It's a popular.
Well, what about the students that paying all their attention in the one subject and they only lean on the subject, on the Ielts only lean on?
Yeah, you know, nowadays, if you want to find any kind of information, and you should use English language, and with the help of English language, they can get good knowledge from teachers, because all just good and well-educated teachers know English language. Through this language, they can achieve their goal, and also they can get experience from these teachers.
Well, if we're talking about the other subjects, math and history maybe, do you think they are the same level important as the English language?
No, I don't think so. For example, studying math and also history, only they can learn by heart, and also
yeah, in many cases also optional thing. Yeah, in many cases.
Just, did you mean just they should get certificate from math and history?
No, I mean, in some universities you don't need the math, in some universities you need math, but Ielts, like, it is something that fortified for the long years and it will not remove, right?
Yeah, it's good. So the cause is that because I mean, just mentioned before, through English language they can just study anywhere, because all books are written in English language, and also our programs are in English. This is why they should learn English language, and also if they have Ielts certificates, they cannot face any kind of problem while studying.
It's kind of like a main cave for all the knowledge.
Yes, why not?
Well, let's move ahead for the Ielts, and I think the last question.
Yes.
What about your own future plans on that? Maybe you will you want to again get Ielts.
Yes,
maybe
why
you're
not?
reaching for a higher score.
Yes, my desired score is 8.5. Because our teacher, I mean, just my teacher got 8.5. This is why I prefer to get this score like my teacher. It's possible for students and also teachers if they work on themselves, but we need a long period. We should be a native speaker to get this kind of score, because listening and reading and writing are very just difficult rather than speaking. I mean, just writing, you cannot get high score from writing, because we think only with Uzbek way, I mean Uzbek language way. We should think just with English way, we can get normal score, and also we can get higher score.
Mr. Zakir, thanks for coming today, thanks for the interview, thanks for your suggestions about the questions I asked.
Thank you for your, bye-bye.
Well, also thank you for watching this video. Please hit a like, subscribe, leave the comments below. Thanks for coming today. See you later.